VULCAN. And the VULCAN skin is my favorite skin in CSGO for the AK-47. And so today I'm bringing you on what I think is the most similar gun to the AK in the game, which it is, just kind of has like a different name. But yeah, let's get started. So first of all, you want to get a nice pretty white background on the gun, because on the VULCAN skin most of it is white. The three main colors are a white, kind of like a cyan light blue, and then of course the black. And basically you're only going to need squares, like rectangles and stuff, and to make this paint job properly, like, you have to press down on, I think, the right thumbstick, so you can customly shape it the way you want. Like you see I'm doing here, I'm moving it around, finding the long rectangular shape that I want. So yeah, you start with the white background, and then what you want to do is get a long kind of rectangular-ish shape, and just because you're going to be mapping it over the edges anyways, and so you won't see the circular ends of it. But I'll have a sample in the corner of what the VULCAN looks like, but we're going to add that nice thick black line through it, and it's not going to look exactly like it because you do only have a limited space to work, kind of like the Asimov in previous videos I had. Because in Black Ops 3 you can't paint the whole gun, you just can paint the main body of it, which I wish you could paint the whole gun, but then you'd have nobody wanting to use camos, they would just all use paint jobs. So I guess that's a reason. So right here we're just starting out with some black lines, and once you start adding the blue and the crisscrossing lines and stuff like that, you really start getting that VULCAN look. So right now I'm just going to try and find something that gives it an accent. You can also use copy and paste, but I didn't really want to copy this one because it's freaking huge, so I just made a whole new one. So yeah, and on the VULCAN, like the end of the magazine, kind of like the outline is black, so I'm just going along the edges and using the black rectangle circular thingy to go around the trigger and the edges of the gun. And just make sure there's no gaps in between, and you want to make sure everything's kind of even. Right now, since like there's a black background in the back, so you can't really see the outline, but in game and stuff it's gonna make it look a lot better. But right now it's like almost like hiding the gun, but I promise it'll look better in game and stuff. So right now I'm just getting the outline, just making sure everything's squared away, even. Here we go. And just do that along the trigger line and the handguard. You can do it along the handguard too if you like. And now I'm going to add the blue. This is what kind of gives it that VULCAN kind of look. And you just want to get like a nice pretty baby bright blue. So I think that's like the main factor in the VULCAN, is that bright blue color. So you can size it the way you want. This is kind of going to be like the main stripe, I would guess you would say, in the gun. So get a nice thick blue line, and then you can give it some like kind of outlining edges. There you go, just size that up. And so there you can see it's kind of going to take on like a VULCAN look here already with just that one blue line. So copy and paste that, then add another one, because if you can see, like, there's the two lines with the black line in the middle, and it's kind of, this one's way smaller. Yeah, there you go. So far we added the black line down the middle, the black outline of the bottom of the gun, and then the two baby blue lines with the black divider in the middle. So far this skin isn't too complicated. You just kind of have to know, like, have an idea of what the VULCAN look is, and it's basically just rectangles, honestly, in the skin, that, like, if you wanted to use the paint job. So just rectangles, and you just gotta know your colors and where it's going, stuff like that. So now I'm gonna add a kind of like a top like the top of it, kind of just like give like a black outline. There we go. And put the blue lines over that. And everything in the Vulcan like is perpendicular to each other. So like, not perpendicular, but everything's just kind of parallel to each other. Like the two black lines are going to be parallel to each other, and then the line I'm about to add, the other blue line is going to be parallel to the blue line that we currently have. So right there's like a thick black line that I'm just going to add to right here. You can see in the example, I'm just trying to make it the gist of the Vulcan skin, because like I said, you can't make it exactly like it because we don't have that surface area, but a little bit adjustments honestly makes it look even more like the Vulcan because of your limited space that you have to work with it. So right here I'm adding another blue thin line to it. There you go. And this one you can see kind of does have a rounded edge on the skin itself. So there you go. That looks good right there. Yeah, just like I said, that's parallel to the other blue lines, so that helps it out a lot. And then copy and paste another black one the same size. And you can do this by pressing on select start or the pad and start. So the blue lines is what gives us the Vulcan-y look, I guess you would say. And I'm adding more definition around the trigger and the handrail. And make sure the blue is on top of all the black lines, except for the trigger guards, the black outline of the triggers and stuff, as you can see on the bottom of the magazine. But put the blue stripes in front of everything. And to move the layers, you just press X or A and just select the layer, and you can move it around using the analog stick. So what I did here was I copied that blue line and then I changed it to black, and then if you have it selected and you press square or X, it will change it to an outline. So right here I'm adding a black square just to break up the front, so it's not all just straight lines. And there you have it. That is the Vulcan for the AK-47. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any other suggestions for skins and paint jobs, just leave it down in the comments. And if you like the content so far, please subscribe to my channel. I will be posting daily on the weekdays, and thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.